Hello everyone. Today I will explain the concept about the constructor and ngOnInit in the Angular. So I will explain this concept by the example here. So what example I have taken here is, there is one parent component. So from the parent component I have used the child component. So inside the child component I am passing the user ID. So this is the definition of the child component. Here is, this is the user ID I have taken as an input. This is the constructor. I am injecting the user service in that constructor, and I am printing out the user ID in the constructor. That is the input of this component. And in the ngOnInit, finally, I am the calling the find user service from find user method of this service, and I am passing the user ID input to that service. Correct. So, first, let me explain what is the constructor means. So, constructor is the first of all the TypeScript concept, right? And uh, first of all, it is the TypeScript concept, as well as whenever the Angular create the component instance, so at that time constructor will be called, right? And ngOnInit is the life cycle loop of the Angular, all right? So here what will happen? So whenever the constructor is called by the the Angular, so at that time user ID will be not available, because the setting of the input parameter will be done after the constructor method call. So for example, if this component will run, so here the user ID will be undefined in the constructor, because the execution order of this component will be first the constructor will be called. Let me write it here directly. So first the constructor will be executed, and the second thing is this parameter will be set by the Angular, and the third thing is the the ngOnInit method. So at the last, ngOnInit method will be called. So that is why the constructor is always best for the service injection, or maybe the dependency injection, right? Not for the API call. Why? Because the parameter uh, parameter set will be done after the uh, constructor. After the constructor call is done, then after the parameter set is happening, right? So if we make the API call in the constructor and using the user ID, the user ID will be the undefined. So that will cause the problem. And we are basically make the API call in the ngOnInit. Why? Because it will be called once the component is initialized. So what do you mean by initialized? So so first two step will be done before the third step is done. So in the ngOnInit we have the service injected in the constructor, as well as the input present, so we can make the API call perfect. So in general, constructor is best for the dependency injection, and the ngOnInit is based for the logic of the component, or maybe the API call, or business logic kind of stuff. For that, the ngOnInit is better. So yeah. So I hope you will understand the concept of the constructor and ngOnInit, and where you can make the API call at the best place, right? So that's it from my end. Thank you for the watching. Bye.